Okay, welcome. The fruits of my labor is usually about something. So we're in the process of pickling and canning. This is JAYSTRAYS. So we've got pepperoncinis and banana peppers. Right in this guy. We've got jalapenos. We're going to be pickling and putting all the right spices. We got pickling spice, we've got crushed red pepper flakes, we got coriander, we got the pickling spice, we got the white wine vinegar. We've already gotten our 2 quarts of water. And so, join me. JAYSTRAYS. Alright, so we're going to start by assembling our ingredients. I've already measured out our water, 2 quarts, or 8 cups. Next, we need 1.5 quarts of white wine. Now, that'll translate to 6 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, important note when you're getting, so I know some folks have not done any pickling, you want to get the 5%. That is the food grade for pickling purposes. Alright, so there's our liquid ingredients. Now we're going to grab our dry ingredients. Alright, so now we need some dry ingredients here. I've already pre-staged all of the mason jars that we're going to utilize. They need to be sanitized in advance. So what we went ahead and did, and there's many different ways to sanitize, but the dishwasher is perfectly fine. So I use the dishwasher in this case. So it calls for 1 1/4 cup of the pickling salt mixture. Okay. All right. We need a 1/4 cup. The old quarter. Nice. So there's our pickling salt, and then our good friend sugar. You can use any sugar. You can use, I don't know if sugar in the raw would work, but you could use probably stevia or xylitol, or there's a lot of sugar alternatives. I use just good old C&H. Required 1/4 cup. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to bring all these ingredients to a boil. Once our mixture is boiled, then we're able to put our peppers into the jars, and then we cover the solution use the solution to cover the peppers in the jars, and then go ahead and seal them up. All right, let's prep some peppers. All right, so it's highly recommended when you're processing these guys, give them like a little slit. These are the pepperoncinis, and you know, I've got you know, hand speed because I worked in restaurants for 30 years. Now the really reason that you want to put these little slits in there, because if they don't have any sort of opening, the brine can't get in and do its work on the peppers. So, you know, you want to, you know, just put a little slit in each one, and then that will allow the brining mixture to work its magic. And the japs and the banana peppers will be sliced, as well as the cucumbers. Those all get sliced. So these are really the only ones that I'm processing like this, that allows, so that when you eat one of these things in a salad or something else, then you have this giant burst of brine, you know, go into your mouth. Some of us like that explosion of flavor in our mouths, and some are not. I could go either way, actually. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep getting these guys busted out. Thanks for joining me. JAYSTRAYS, episode 32, pickling. All right, so after we've staged all the pepperoncinis, those all have little slits in them, little, you know, puncture wounds. Then we're going to start on our banana peppers. Now, it just all depends on how you want to consume them. For me, personally, I just think, you know, small rounds are good, you know, and not the whole pepper, you know. So, make sure you have a good sharp knife, and then got a little place for them to go to habitate. Got all the banana peppers ready. It's time for some cukes. Alright, keep working on the cubes. So we prepped the cucumbers, prepped the banana peppers, prepped the pepperoncinis. Now we're going to cut the jalapenos. Everything fresh out of the garden. Nice concentric circles. We'll get this finished up here and start packing. All right, we got all our japs processed. So now we're going to go ahead and start filling our mason jars. So I got the big mason jars on this guy because I wasn't quite sure what my yield was going to be. So pack them up, level one off as you go, poke them in there. Getting quite an abundance here. Peppers. Oh, man down, man down. And they tell you to poke them in there. Poke them down pretty good. We're going to leave a little room at the top because we're going to put some other spices in here. I'm filling them up pretty good. There we go. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of pickling spice. Use your own judgment. Just try to use a little bit. Incorporate some of those ingredients. A little crushed red pepper. Another critical ingredient, coriander seed. I know there's some inside of that pickling spice, but I put a little extra in here to make sure we get, I guess the word steep the ingredients properly. And then another critical ingredient is garlic. You pretty much throw in 2 in each. Okay, those are staged, waiting on. Let's get our next guy going. Let's get these cubes going. I've been eating most of my cucumbers as they've come out of the garden, so I only got a few left at the end of the season. I'll stuff them in there. Make sure they all fit. There's plenty of room in there. And again, repeat the process. A little bit of the pickling spice. Some more crushed red pepper. More coriander seeds. And then we also need wonderful garlic. 2 is kind of the magic number on these. Don't really need more than that. We like them garlicky, but we don't want them too garlicky. Alright, so what do we got next? We got gems, and we've got banana peppers. Back here we got our mixture for pickling, going into a rapid boil. Alright, let's get these jabs in here. Jabs are set. Let's get these banana peppers in. So JAYSTRAYS episode 32. Pickling, canning. So we've never done any pickling or canning or any of this sort of stuff, and this is the 3rd season from our garden. So we got a pretty decent yield of things to pickle and pepper. Alright, and repeat the process. So, pickle spice. Crushed red. A little more coriander seed. Garlic. Alright, we're staged. Just waiting for our mixture to become a rapid boil. You can pour a mixture in and then go ahead and seal the jars. We shaved the lip off. Got a rapid boil. So now we're going to fill our lovely containers. It's best to have a vessel you can pour in. Best practice is to fill all the way up to the edge, even if the contents don't fill. And we'll close up these first ones. It's best to not put these in the fridge. Let them sit out for a few hours to cool down before you put them in the fridge. Alright, we're going to finish the last 4 jars here. JAYSTRAYS, episode 32. Alright, so we got our cucumbers down here on the end. Do that nice and easy because I filled it pretty high. Let that water just kind of steep through all of those spices. You want to get it as full up to the top as possible. I'm going to stay right below that fill line. And then you got 3 pepperoncinis here. Let's make sure they're nice and full of the liquid mixture, the pickling, salt, sugar, 5% vinegar, and water. And then of course then we add other necessary ingredients like our friend the regular pickling spice, along with coriander seed and crushed red pepper flakes and garlic. And you want to seal these bad boys. Get them nice and tight. Ooh, just launching off. Again, highly recommended. These don't go directly in the fridge. You want to leave them out on the counter for a few hours, and then they will be ready to go inside the refrigerator. Okay, so there we have it, folks. We've got pepperoncinis, cucumbers, banana peppers, and jalapenos. All right. Thanks for joining me, JAYSTRAYS, episode 32. We'll be doing some more farm-to-table preserves coming up soon. I've got blackberries and raspberries and strawberries. And we're going to be making some jams, or some jam or jelly from scratch. So stay tuned. On my first foray through pickling, let me know how I did. See you in the next one.